everyone, welcome back to my channel Copy and Paste Painting by Hannah. I'm Hannah. What I'm going to show you today is that we are going to be painting the Protea leaves and also the crown of the Protea. The colors are a lot similar, so I want to do a one palette preparation just for those colors so that I can start and proceed with the painting. So let me get my palette sorted, and then I'm going to be mixing a few colors. Okay, so I'm going to do my palette preparation for the leaves and the crown of the Protea. And just show you the crown and the leaves. So today I'm going to be working on that. But first things first is to do a proper palette preparation. These colors over here, what I salvaged from my palette from yesterday. The paint is still wet because I didn't add any of the painting medium, so they always come in handy. I never like wasting paint. So what I have over here is I have a cadmium yellow, I have my burnt umber, my burnt sienna, 2 blobs of white. Today I'm going to add a bit of the Viridian. You'll see the difference in color between the emerald and the Viridian. The Viridian is really darker. What I have over here is sap green, and then my colors from yesterday that I salvaged from my palette. I've got my Payne's grey over there. So now I'm going to be mixing the colors that I need. I'm going to start with the dark greens, lighter greens, yellows. There's a bit of whites in there, and the same when it comes to the crown of the flower. It's more or less the same colors. So I'm gonna do my palette preparation now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start mixing some of the colors that I see in my original color copy. I'm using my palette knife for the mixing of the paint. So we're looking at colors of the leaves now. Now look at your color print that you have. There's like very light yellows, there's like a green and a few toned down green colors. So we're going to start with the dark colors. I'm going to be using the sap green, and I'm going to add a little bit of the Payne's grey, not a lot, just to check I do get a darker green. It's not dark enough, so I just add more of the okay, that looks better. Okay, so I really have a nice dark green here. I'm gonna put it with my dark colors on the side here. Now I'm not cleaning the palette there. What I want to do is I want to go and add a bit of the yellow, cadmium yellow, to that, so that I can get this nice lighter green. So that is a very nice color. Again, I'm going to put it with over there. Now I want to get it even lighter, so I'm not cleaning that spot yet. I'm taking more yellow and mixing it into that so I can get a brighter yellow. Alright, then I need a more like a turquoisey color. So that's where your emerald green, this is Viridian. Your Viridian comes in, and I'm going to use that Viridian and mix it with the sap green, and there I have a real nice green color that you will see on your flowers, on your leaves. Okay, so that is another color that I have to be working with. And the rest of the colors I am going to mix tone down with my brown, my burnt umber or my burnt sienna, or if I need to make it a bit darker, I can use the paints grey. If I needed to get a bit more blue in there, I'm just going to use the leftover of yesterday's blue. So those are my basic colors. Now I'm going to show you how to start applying these colors. Okay, now I've got a closer look for you at the painting that I'm going to be doing. I've got my palette here. I'll try and show you every now and again what colors I take from here and where I apply it. It's important to always start with the darker areas. That is just the way I do it. You can do it the other way around if you want. It's just my advice. I've got my, I'm using a flat brush again, a smaller one. I don't need a too big a brush for this. And I'm going to be mixing in my oil medium so that my paint dries quicker. I'm looking at my original and then I'm going to apply the dark colors first. Now, as you can see, that I will, as soon as I start working with the darks on the leaves, I also look at the crown of the Protea, and where there is really, really dark greens, I'm adding that green in there as I go along with the green. As soon as I'm done with that, then I'm going to start working with them sort of lighter tones and then the yellows. So I'm going to speed up that process for you, and then you can see the progress that I'm making. Okay, so that gives you pretty much the idea of how to do it. You can always work over this. It's very wet now. I cannot change things now because then I'm going to start making a mushy color. So I don't want to make mush. So be patient, leave it, let it dry. You can now carry on to doing the petals, and I'm going to do my preparation for my palette for that, and then I'm going to start with the petals of the Protea.